Hey everybody, Wisdom. We're back here with our Earth Day festivities, including our Earth Element Skylander upgrades. In this case, we've got Fist Bump on the Portal of Power, and we took him down Rowdy Richter the first time. So we've got his base upgrades done, we've checked out Rowdy Richter, and I'm coming in here hoping that I like Bamboo Bonanza better. Why? Because that would mean I would not have to reset him again. He was level 8 when he had to go down. That's pretty sad, but hey, that's what you have to do. He's somebody I would love to have two of, but I can't really justify spending the cash on, doubling up anymore. So, although for some characters I will, like Elite Terrafin, he was super expensive, but hey, I got two of those because, he's my favorite. But Fist Bump, very cool, and I like his background story. Be sure to check out our introduction for Fist Bump as well as his base upgrades if you missed that. But Bamboo Bonanza, you can grow bamboo from your fault lines. That sounds lame, I'll give you that, but wait until you see what you can do with it. And I'm hoping that it stacks up like I'm wanting it to. Now, I did actually come in and count. The fault lines stay active basically 20 seconds. Is what they were at, box stock. So what I have to do here before we move on, I need to come to my spreadsheet and actually enter this pricing. I'll be doing a lot of upgrades at the 19 wing sapphire mark, so it's important to me to document this. It's, I guess, bonus content for those of you who care about it, and it's a waste of time for those that don't. But upgrade 1, 1054, you can feel free to read about what we're about to pick up, although I'll do that for you in a few seconds. 1364, and then 1860. And so now the base upgrades total out to 2046 with 19 wing sapphires. I don't care about Sprint Optimizer, I just need the calculator. Alright, we could probably do it faster in our heads, but whatever. Where are the three numbers? So 1054 plus 1364 plus 1860, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to total out to 4278. Alright, so base and path is going to be 4278 plus 2046. So you can get the base upgrades and the path of 3 upgrades for a grand total of 6324 when you've got 19 wing sapphires. That's considerably cheaper. Just to give you an idea, box stock you'd be looking at 10,200. So we're saving some serious cash here. The soul gem was what, 2480, so let's go ahead and factor that in. And base, path, and soul gem is going to be 6324 plus 2480, wasn't it? Yes, that is correct. 8,000. Wow. Okay, so that's sweet. If you do the money trick with Chomp Chest, you can now just make 3 runs through the first 3 sections. Or if you like battling Sheep Creep, you could do that twice and just, try to pick up a little extra cash somewhere. But quickest and most efficient way would be the 3 rounds there. So let's save the spreadsheet. And yes, it is in the same spreadsheet as our entries for all the Skylanders, except for the villains. They're in a separate spreadsheet. There's Rocky Roll, there's Batsman Echo, here's Fist Bump. So, here we go. Hopefully you've enjoyed your quiet time reading, and we're going to get started here. Healing Bamboo. This is our first upgrade down the Bamboo Bonanza path. When fault lines are activated, some of them spawn bamboo. Slide into them to regain HP. Again, 1054 is the price there. Alright, so let's see here. So we've got to make... Quigley, you are such a problem, dude. Why can I not manually move you, child? You are in the way of everything. But if we go over here, will you move? Look, I'm having so much fun in the water, Quigley. Get drowned in it. Okay. There's that. So now let's go ahead and start pounding away. I don't really see bamboo. I don't know if you do. That's not good. I am reading that correctly, right? Healing Bamboo. When fault lines are activated, that's what that was. Some of them spawn bamboo. So do we just, can you not generate it from the fist pound? And you have to like actually have it generate by the fault line? Let's try that. Oh, there's some bamboo. So, was that plus 15? Yeah, so plus 15. And then what's cool is whenever we slide, we create the fault lines as well. So this is already shaping up quite nicely now. Let's see if you actually do have to slide into it. There's bamboo, and I'm just going to walk into it. So no, you do not have to slide into it. But on the perk, the pro side, you're going to be able to slide around and generate the bamboo that you can then just basically walk over and get plus 15. So that's pretty freaking fantastic in my book. Let's see here if our fault lines here. I guess it has to be a fault line maybe. It can't be like the mini cracks or something that spawn bamboo. But there's some right there. Everything is getting in our way. There's a piece. There's two pieces. We got the one right at the start automatically. The dummy blocked that. So they're pretty frequent. I'd say they occur with about the same frequency as like the spiked boulders. Stones might be more common. And I just realized if I don't change this from the sign to the word plus, Excel will have a cow on us, so we've gotten that done. Preemptive preparation there.
Ready for
Alright.
another
Up next is Bamboo Harvest. This is kind of what I was looking forward to. I'm thinking it'll be a weak explosion, but I'm hoping I'm wrong and it just sounded cool. So, perform a panda pound in the air. You know what, let's actually back out and try to check that out. So let's see if we can get a fault line to spawn bamboo from our panda pound. There we go, right there. There's the bamboo. If you don't believe me, we've got the plus 15. So that's the panda pound in the air. And of course it can generate the bamboo that you see there. And then you can just walk into it and get that. So
ready for another magic.
yes, we are. Alright, so 1364 is our price. Perform the panda pound in the air, which we just showcased, and bamboo plants explode, damaging enemies. Which you're obviously, I guess, not going to get the plus 15 there, but the question is, what is the explosion? If the explosion is anything over 15, it is to be considered. So let's check this out. Alright, we're probably going to have to angle that direction. No bamboo, I don't think. I picked up two there. So here we go, there's a piece down there. 66. Oh, I saw an 80. I've never seen an 80 before. Let's see if we can get those two to register. Oh yeah, buddy. 80 on the explosion? I'll take that all day long, man. Oh, that's sweet. So we've got one right by that dummy. So that's 80 to 120 on the explosion. And I am happy with that. I will take the 80 to 120 plus the 15 health over the spiked boulders, 100 to 150. Now the next one I think increases the speed that we can do that. So pay attention here. I'm going to jump and slam. And that's about the speed there. So there's some bamboo. Check out the explosion. So we're spawning a ton of bamboo now. This might actually turn out to be pretty good in my opinion.
Ready for another?
You bet we are. Alright, so Jump Forward is his final upgrade down the Bamboo Bonanza path. Can perform a panda pound in the air much quicker and create an extra fault line. What does an extra fault line mean? It means an extra 32, 35-ish impact damage, and then 44 to 66 plus the bamboo. And then if you make the bamboo explode, you're going to be doing the 80 to 120, and you've got double the chance of having bamboo to explode or pick up for health. So in theory, if this was in wide open space with enemies coming and we pound this down, instead of doing one fault line, we're going to spawn two, and just assuming they both go full length with no obstacles, we'll say that at worst they have 2 bamboos each. That's either 320 damage all the way up to a potential of 480 on the critical side, or plus 60 health. And anytime you get anything over plus 40, that becomes fairly significant. For example, his health box stock is 280. If we were to regen 60 health, That's just slightly less than 25% of what he's got to begin with. So pretty significant stuff we've got going on right here. So jump forward is basically, I guess, going to speed it up and double the fault line. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. Oh, when they go forward. I thought it would be a deal where they would like go, 180 degrees from each other. That time, I guess one of them might have. Look at all the bamboo too, man. Yeah, this path is sweet. Alright, let's try it right here. Let's let that one dissipate. Again, roughly 20 seconds if you're not, pounding away at them. Alright, here we go. Let's check this thing out. You make the drop way quicker. And then when you want to detonate that, you're just going to rinse and repeat. This is a very formidable path. That 120 you saw was a critical on the explosion. And you have to remember that 175 that look at all that bamboo. 4 pieces, that's plus 60 health. Or, like I said, 320 on the explosion. Very cool. So, Air Panda Pound faster. 2x fault lines, exclamation point, because I'm excited about that. So now let's come in here, and the strategy guide point blank said, what is it? This ability, in relation to riding the rails that we're about to purchase, is especially powerful on the Rowdy Richter path. I will agree with that, because it does sometimes shoot off the boulders, if you will. Wait, that was his path name, wasn't it? That's what I'm thinking. I just looked at the upgrades last time. Nope, geological. I could have sworn that Rocky Roll had boulder. I don't know. Well, anyway, this is the Soul Gem riding the rails. You can find it in Chapter 7. Walking creates fault lines. That's what your 44 to 66 and long runs comes in. Mini fault cracks are what the Panda Pound does there, on the ground. It's just basically like a spherical little, location of where his fist hit down. So 2480 is the price here. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And the Soul Gem, basically just by us moving now, we create with each footstep the same thing that we do here with the Pound. You can see it right there. I'm running a circle around it. But now as I walk, as you can see, we're spawning off fault lines. And the question for me is going to be, they do in fact create the bamboo, which then you can come in and blow up or pick up for massive health increases. I think this is the better path. I really do, because that bamboo explosion, I mentioned it in both videos. I said I was hoping it was awesome. I was thinking it would be weak, like 8 to 12 type explosion, woohoo. 80 to 120 is significant, particularly when you double up the amount that you spawn. And now just walking around, you also, can fire some off, just not even intending to. So Fist Bump is going to be an absolute wrecking force down either path in terms of offense. He's very much reminiscent to me of a cross between like Bash and Terrafin in his capabilities and the uniqueness. Bash, of course, just if you go back to SSA long before anyone knew of Giants or Swap Force or Trap Team, Bash was the character that you could just decimate people with. I mean, even his base upgrades were pretty significant, but then you come in and you like fully upgrade the tail and it's like, whoa, it's almost like he was an Eon's Elite before it happened type situation. So Fist Bump down this path is going to spawn off the bamboo. You can regen your health. He's putting forth pretty good numbers, and you have to realize what this attack favors is, in fact, the jump slam. That's your primary attack in the air. He fires 2 of those off. Look, there's 3 of these. And then if I slide through them, we're going to go ahead and pick them up, or I can just walk through the bamboo and I'm going to fire off more fault lines. So if you're full health, then you just come up and you do that, and you have the 175 to 262, and then you've got all the bamboo that you can explode. It's just an incredible sight to behold here, really. He's kind of like, I don't know, if you're having trouble with a chapter and you're like limited to the new characters, you can't like go back and get your Series 2 Stealth Elf or some Slam Bam Series 2. If you're kind of stuck with this and you can't really your parents, or you don't have the cash for an Elite, pick up Fist Bump and take him down the Bamboo Bonanza path and just spam the jump slam. And I can't imagine a scenario outside of like nightmare mode where you would die. If you're dying with Bamboo Bonanza, crank down the difficulty level, go somewhere where you are comfortable leveling up your Skylanders to get his health up. If you get him to like level 10 and you're down Bamboo Bonanza, I think he is going to serve you very, very well. So, that said, Rowdy Richter is pretty awesome. In particular, it wasn't super impressive to me until a Boulder came along and we started doing the 100 to 150. I honestly think the Bamboo is more frequent than the spiked boulders. They're probably about the same if you were to look at the programming or something. But I have to say, I'm not resetting him. Would I like to have another Fist Bump and take him down Rowdy Richter? Absolutely. But for now, this is like a great offensive and defensive path. Why is it defensive? You don't have the bone wall. You don't have, stone fists that come up from the ground. That is all very true, but you've got the Bamboo that regens health rapidly, and this path encourages you to use the attacks that are going to constantly spawn more Bamboo. And if you get to a point where you're not picking it up and you're just constantly spamming an attack fighting for your life, you're going to do the explosive damage. And the truth of the matter is, Rowdy Richter, outside of Boulder's 100 to 150 spiked boulders, the damage did not jump significantly on the actual fault line. It is very minimalistic, in fact. Personally, I would have liked to have seen Seismic Slide get a boost, although it's pretty salty at 72 to 108. And I also kind of would have thought it would have been Panda Pound would get upgraded at some point, but they kind of went in two separate directions. Don't think you can go wrong with either one. If you're just more about the action and destruction, you would want to take Rowdy Richter, but keep in mind, Bamboo Bonanza, you can't just spam the X button or your primary attack button with it, but you can jump and then do that, or you can slide and do that, and I think it's a little bit more rewarding and forgiving. So my consensus on Fist Bump, if you've got the means, pick up 2, have 1 for each path. If you don't, I have to say Bamboo Bonanza is actually the way to go here. So I'm gonna have some fun. I have to say, out of the characters I have upgraded, and we've done some good ones, Fist Bump is probably my favorite thus far. I'm really looking forward to Fling Kong, though. I have to mention that. We don't have him, but I'm pretty happy with Fist Bump here, and that's usually there's an Earth Element character that kind of comes in and takes the cake for me. That very well could be Fist Bump. Maybe I'm partial to him because of Terrafin being a tie-in in his story. I don't know, but all I know is this path is pretty freaking awesome. So I'm going to leave it at that. We are now going to move into upgrading Wallop. That has been a long time coming, and I'm excited to see how he goes. The good news with Wallop, I've got 2 of them, so I don't have to reset him. That'll speed things up a little bit, and more importantly, I don't have to sit there and like agonize over, this path's probably going to be slightly better, and I want to switch again. So very cool there. I can just take Hammer Handler and Tantrum Thrower and see what comes up. But I've always heard since the beginning, this goes back to E3, people loved Wallop at E3, but also then early days, Wallop, of course, was available at launch. Heard a lot of good things about Wallop. A lot of people say, oh, he's my favorite, he's so OP, and I hear a lot of, he's my favorite Trap Master. On the flip side, I've not really heard anybody talk about Fist Bump, ever. And no chatter on the forums that I see, nobody like, oh, hey, when are you going to upgrade Fist Bump? Hey, you want to weave them? Fist Bump's my favorite. Do you like him? So I have to say, Fist Bump is pretty awesome in my book. So I'm quite content with that. Rocky Roll, really good too, though. Earth Element rarely disappoints. I'm also a big Food Fight fan, kind of like Blades. I thought I had fully upgraded Torch, and I have not. So we're going to check her out. I think she could turn out to be pretty dadgum good as well. But Fist Bump, man, does he ever evolve up the chains here. That's super impressive. So I'm stoked with this. I'm going to end this here. Take those links at the top of the video description box. You can go to my site, oneofweezem.com, or you can go to my site, I guess the Skylander Club forum. Each site we will have Fist Bump's base upgrades, then we will have Path 1, Path 2, we will have the exclusive attack damage number spreadsheet. Be sure to check that out. You might want to drop back even and check out his introduction. I've used him quite a bit in the Earth areas when I didn't have to have a Trap Master. I think I played with him quite a bit in the live stream of Chapter 13, if I'm not mistaken, so if you enjoy him. And that was all box stock, mind you, so you can kind of take a look at that. I thought he was impressive box stock, and he certainly does not disappoint fully upgraded, but super happy here. I'm celebrating Earth Day. Hope you had a good one. If you didn't, maybe you forgot it's Earth Day. Maybe no one at school told you it's Earth Day. I don't know, but it is. And I thought, what better way to celebrate than with some Earth Element upgrades. So, Wallop is up next. I've been saying he's coming for a long time. His time has finally come. I am going to get it done. I don't think there's any storms coming. So, we're going to have some fun with that. Again, thanks so much for watching. Follow me on Twitch where I live stream Trap Team. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+. One more time, be sure to not only check out the Skylander Club forum, but sign up. It's free, it's safe, I run the site, there's no spam, there's no craziness, there's no nutty people going to come to your house in a white van and take your Skylanders or anything. I built it so people could connect and have more fun with the game, and obviously, the more people you have in that environment, the better. So check it out. If you like what you see, sign up. We'd love to have you. But for myself and Fist Bump, happy Earth Day, and we will catch you back here as we check out Wallop's upgrade paths.